All right, let's talk AI models. You're hearing a ton about ChatGPT, right? It's everywhere. But here's the thing. Is it always the best AI for your business? What about Gemini? Seriously, we need to have an honest conversation about this. We all know AI is a game changer. It can boost productivity, automate tasks, and unlock serious growth. But choosing the right AI, that's where things get tricky. Last week, in the first episode of this mini series, episode 69 of the AI Hat podcast, I showed you how Gemini can drive some incredible results. We talked about supercharging your marketing, operations, and customer engagement. If you missed it, go back and check it out. It's worth your time. But today, I'm putting Gemini and ChatGPT head to head. I want to give you a balanced view. We'll explore what makes them similar, what makes them different, their strengths, their weaknesses, so you can make a smart call for your business. We'll cover core capabilities, use cases, integrations, cost, ease of use, data handling, customization, all the stuff that really matters. My goal? By the end of this episode, you'll feel empowered to choose the AI that aligns perfectly with your goals. No more confusion, just clarity.
Mike's got the hat, the AI kind. Unlocking power in business you'll find. Cut through the hype, explore the tech. Every week, new ideas to check. Allton leads us on a digital quest. AI secrets he'll always invest. Tune in tight, don't miss a beat. Knowledge groove, keep you on your feet. Listen up to the AI flow. Business growth, here we go. Cutting edge insights, that's the plan. With the AI hat, you'll understand.
Okay, before we dive into the differences, let's level set. Gemini, ChatGPT, they actually have a lot in common. And it's important to understand that. First off, they're both incredibly versatile. You can throw a ton of different tasks at them. Content creation? Check. Data analysis? Check. Coding? Check. You name it, they can probably handle it. Think about those use cases we talked about last week. Marketing, sales, customer service, operations. They can both handle pretty much anything. And that's key. Because I think a lot of people get hung up on thinking they need a different AI for every single task, and that's just not true. They're both accessible too. You can use them through a web interface, through their APIs, and even on your phone with mobile apps. So accessibility isn't really a differentiator here. Let's talk cost. Both Gemini and ChatGPT offer different pricing models, but you can subscribe, you can pay as you go. There are options for different budgets. So again, it's not really an either or situation based on price alone. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Both models are constantly evolving. They're adding new features all the time. Think image generation, voice interaction, plugins. The lines are blurring fast. The big takeaway here, don't get too caught up in thinking these models are worlds apart. They share a ton of common ground, and that's a good thing. It means you have options. Okay, this is super important. The AI world is moving at warp speed. Seriously, it's like trying to keep up with the Formula One race. New models, new features. They're dropping every single week. What's the best AI today? That title changes constantly. One week, Gemini might have the edge in coding. The next week, ChatGPT might be crushing it with creative writing. It's a total arms race. So here's my advice. Don't chase the shiny object. Don't get too hung up on which model is currently winning. Focus on the long game. Think about which AI provides the most consistent value for your business over time. For example, right now, Gemini's deep research feature is a game changer for me. I use it every single day to get in-depth information. But will ChatGPT catch up by allowing increased usage of their research function? Probably, and that's okay. The bottom line, the AI landscape is dynamic. What matters most is choosing a reliable platform that aligns with your overall business strategy. All right, so how do you choose? Let's break down the key factors to consider. I'm going to give you the framework I use. We'll look at core strengths. What does each AI really excel at? Use cases. Which business problems does each AI solve best? Integration. How easily does it fit into your existing workflow? Cost. What's the real ROI? Ease of use. How quickly can you and your team get up to speed? Data handling and privacy. Is your data safe? And customization. Can you make it your own? And finally, support and ecosystem. What kind of help is available? Okay. Let's start with what each AI does really well. Gemini, for me, it's all about that multimodal capability. It's designed to work with text, code, audio, images, video. It's a beast when you're dealing with complex information in different formats. For example, if you're analyzing market trends that include both text reports and visual data, Gemini has a serious edge. ChatGPT, on the other hand, it's a word wizard. It can generate some seriously creative and engaging text. If you're cranking out blog posts, marketing copy, or even scripts, ChatGPT shines. Think of it this way. Gemini is your all-in-one command center, while ChatGPT could be your creative powerhouse. Now, how does this translate to real-world business problems? Gemini, in my experience, is a workhorse for complex tasks. It's great for data analysis, workflow automation, and problem solving. Think about using it to optimize your supply chain, predict sales trends, or even develop new business strategies. Remember those examples from last week? Kraft Heinz used Gemini to speed up marketing campaigns. American Addiction Centers used it to streamline onboarding. That's Gemini in its element. ChatGPT, it's your go-to for content creation and brainstorming. It can help you generate marketing ideas, write compelling website copy, or even draft internal communications. It's also fantastic for initial drafts and getting those creative juices flowing. I use Gemini for Clue, my AI chief of staff. It handles complex planning and analysis. I started using Gemini in October 2024 when my partner Chris Carr asked me to dive in and prepare to speak about Gemini at our AI bootcamp. I love Gemini so much, I've continued to use it nonstop ever since. It's open as a web app on my desktop all day to easily turn to for advice and answers, and it's pinned to my iPhone main apps. So how does this AI fit into your existing setup? This is huge. Gemini, because it's a Google product, integrates seamlessly with the Google ecosystem. If you're already using Google Workspace, Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Gemini is a natural fit. It's designed to work hand in hand with those tools and getting more powerful and functional every day. Plus, Google Cloud's Vertex AI platform lets you do some serious customization with Gemini if you've got the technical know-how. ChatGPT, it's got a robust API, which means you can connect it to a wider range of applications. If you need to integrate AI into a custom CRM or a marketing automation platform, ChatGPT gives you that flexibility. So here's a practical takeaway. If your business is deep in the Google world, Gemini is the easier choice. If you need maximum integration and flexibility, ChatGPT's API is your friend. Let's talk money. Because AI isn't free, but it doesn't have to break the bank either. Both Gemini and ChatGPT offer different pricing tiers. There are subscription options, pay-as-you-go plans. It really depends on your usage. Gemini's workspace integration can be cost-effective because you might already be paying for those Google tools. So you're essentially getting AI built in. I pay for Google's AI plan that gives me pro access to Gemini, as well as other features like storage, which I was already paying for anyways. ChatGPT has its own subscription model, and API usage has its own costs. You need to factor in how much you'll be using it. But here's the key. The cheapest AI is the one that gives you the best ROI. It's about value, not just the price tag. So how easy is it to actually use these things? You don't want to spend weeks just learning the software. Gemini, I find it super intuitive, especially because it's baked into all those familiar Google tools. If you know how to use Gmail and Docs, you're already halfway there. ChatGPT, it's got that conversational interface, which is very user-friendly. You can just start chatting with it, and it's pretty easy to get up and running quickly. Honestly, both AIs are relatively straightforward, but if you're already comfortable with Google's interface, Gemini might feel like a smoother transition. Okay, now this part is non-negotiable. Data security and privacy. You need to know how your data is being handled. Both Google and OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, have data handling policies. I strongly recommend you dive into those policies and understand how your data is used, stored, and protected. Probably a long document, but feed it into ChatGPT or Gemini, and have questions and conversation about it. But here's something crucial. Both platforms offer settings that allow you to control whether your data is used for training purposes. You can often toggle this on or off, which gives you some control over your privacy. It's also important to understand how much information the AI remembers from your past conversations. Both models have context windows, the amount of information they remember within a single chat, but they vary in size and how they're managed. And that's something to consider if you're dealing with sensitive information or long-running projects. This is a complex topic, and it's constantly evolving. So stay informed, ask questions, and prioritize data security. It's not something to compromise on. All right, we've covered a lot. So let's bring it all together. How do you actually choose between Gemini and ChatGPT? It's not a simple question, and there's no one-size-fits-all answer. But I developed a framework for AI implementation that I find really helpful, and it's based on something I call H.U.M.A.N. Yeah, you heard me right. H.U.M.A.N. H-U-M-A-N. Because at the end of the day, AI is a tool for people, and we need to keep that front and center. So here's how it breaks down and can be applied specifically to selecting an AI model. H is for harmonize. How well does this AI harmonize with your core business values and culture? Does it align with your ethical principles? Does it feel like a good fit for your team? This is huge and often overlooked. U is for understand. How easy is it for your team to understand and use this AI effectively? Is there a steep learning curve? Will you need extensive training? If your team can't use it, it doesn't matter how powerful it is. Now, M is for map. Does the AI's capabilities directly map to your strategic business goals? Is it going to help you achieve what you're actually trying to achieve, or is it just a shiny toy? A is for adapt. How flexible is the AI in adapting to your existing workflows and tools? Can it integrate seamlessly, or will it require a complete overhaul of your systems? N is for nurture. What level of ongoing support and development does the AI provide for long-term growth? Is it a stable platform? Is it constantly improving? Will it nurture your business as you grow? I found that if you run any AI you're considering through that human filter, the right choice becomes a lot clearer. Go back and listen to the last minute or two and really think about how each of those aspects might apply to your own business and organization. For most SMBs, here's my general take. If you're focused on boosting productivity, automating workflows, and you're already using Google Workspace, Gemini is seriously a strong contender. It's my go-to for my business. But if you need maximum flexibility, you're doing a lot of content creation, and you want to experiment with different AI applications, ChatGPT is a solid option. And of course, the AI Hat is here to help you navigate all of this. We offer workshops, consulting. We can help you implement the right AI solution for your business. Now, next week, we're diving into the art of prompt engineering with Gemini. I'm going to show you how to get the best results from this powerful AI. You don't want to miss that. So please subscribe so that you won't miss it or any of these future episodes. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you investing your time and learning about this stuff. Welcome to the grid. That's a wrap on another episode of the AI Hat Podcast. I hope you gained some valuable insights and actionable strategies to boost your business with AI. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your network. And don't forget to visit theaihat.com for more resources and to connect with me. Until next time, keep innovating, and remember, the future of business is human and it's powered by AI.
This podcast is heard along the Marketing Podcast Network. For more great marketing podcasts, visit marketingpodcasts.net.